I don't just hit people. Dialogue, of course, happens over time, and you usually ain't just triggered by something like that fast,
Right.
to that degree. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a team. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody on my team triggering me. In an instant. We know stuff that you don't say amongst men. You know what I'm saying? We know things that you have to stand on.
Sit your podcast down. How you guys doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
All right.
Feels good.
In the building.
Nice summer day.
We have a full cast, which is it's great to have. G's in the building. How you doing, sir?
All right.
Reek in the building. I was gonna ask, is it Murder Reek or is it a regular Reek?
Depends. It depends. It might be Murder Reek today.
Okay, all right.
Like feeling Murder Reekish.
And
Black Air Force Day.
Black Air Force Day. Oh, I like that. You gotta coin that one. Black Air Force Day.
Yeah. Side note that the comments is funny when Reek got the do-rag on. They be coming at the day like, oh, see what the do-rag saying, man.
Yeah. You're like, I'm off. Listen, I'm off for the smoke. And you know what? Hey, guess what? Y'all people in the comments, I'm usually right.
Usually right. I ain't gonna lie. He's off the right.
Y'all dumbasses up.
And we got Dre, the superhero computer whiz person. I don't know what that says or looks like. Let me see it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I will see you all here with your talents and your powers. All right.
Yeah, you know me. Black girl magic.
Of course. Yeah. So first off, I mean, we want to talk a little bit. First and foremost, let me just say this. Off the muscle. Fuck Draymond Green. Just that's how I'm feeling today. That's how I'm feeling today. Yo, fuck that.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, he took a shot at Knicks fans. I don't appreciate that shit. I don't like that. Knicks
y'all
fans,
weirdos. That's cool.
Yo, watch your mouth, yo. Watch your mouth before I kick you out of here. Knicks fans get disrespected for no reason. We have the highest ticket in the land. We ain't got no wins. We ain't won a playoff series since the 70s. I'm not with no disrespect for no bullshit ass nigga like that. All right, number one. Number two.
You don't talk to an NBA champion like that.
Yo, he is a bum. We gotta stop this. Him being the Dennis Rodman, him being the Meta World Pete. We gotta stop these comparisons of he's the enforcer, tough guy on it. Listen, if he didn't the greatest shooting backcourt, he'd be a bum.
He's definitely on a downward. He's definitely on a downward trajectory.
He was never on an upward trajectory. This motherfucker is a single double, a single, like Jordan Poole said.
He used to be consistently
he was
good.
Consistently a talker. He's been consistently a run around with his hands waved. He's essentially Pat Bev but taller. That's what he is. That's what
I'm about to look up his stats from over the years because I feel like in the past he wasn't
finding them.
He got to stop talking like you got to stop saying Knicks fans are miserable when he lives in probably the biggest homeless spot in the country. pretty sure a lot of them are Warriors fans.
Oh jeez.
So okay, ran aside.
San Francisco's so bad to homeless people. Y'all can't even roll your windows up.
It's tough out there
because they've been breaking in your cars. Y'all got to keep your trunks and your windows.
Somebody just had that happen. Who had their car broken into recently? Some celebrity had this happen to them. Somebody was
don't be saying they're talking about Knicks fans miserable.
They really aren't though. Realistically,
like we're not.
We kind of are, but I mean, he has no right to speak on us.
I mean, but I don't understand the Knicks for click shit because I'm like, you on a whole other coast. Talking to Trae Young about Atlanta, which Atlanta don't care about Atlanta up here. Oh, y'all were booing him when he was here. Then it was over.
How you gonna sit there talking about we mad at Trae Young? Like we went further than the Hawks did. Y'all talking about?
Definitely no one's still talking about that series about. Remember when he beat us? No, we're not talking about this shit.
I don't care about that. It's just when was that? Right.
I don't
like 2 years ago.
It was.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, his performance is on a.
We got the same round y'all did, Draymond.
Ouch.
Definitely. Yeah.
Champion team. Anyways.
Right. Show ass up.
And they struggled in the first round.
They're not the same team anymore. It's coming to an end. He's doing a lot of talking because he realizes he has a lot less basketball greatness left in him if he ever had any. So
I don't know if he did because I'm looking at his numbers right now and the numbers do not lie. And yeah, you're right.
I told you there wasn't much.
He had.
what he does doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
It doesn't. It does not.
You know what he does show on the stat sheet? Him punching his teammate in the face. That shows up everywhere online now. He's more known for that than anything else, which is kind of fucking crazy.
Right. If what you do doesn't show up on the stat sheet, that means you should be able to do it forever. But you're showing that you can't.
That's a good point. If it doesn't show on the stat sheet, you should be able to do it forever. I like that. Well, I'm not sure if you guys saw the interview. I saw it. Did the Warriors fuck up? I tend to feel like they did. Because when you heard his explanation of the Jordan Poole thing, he was talking to Pat Bev about it. He just said a lot of nothing. There's a lot of talking and it built up, and I don't just hit people. You know what I mean? Although the montage of him kicking guys in the balls in like the games are proof that that's not 100% true. You hit a lot of people, and it just seemed to be like how you move. But okay. Did the Warriors mess up getting rid of Jordan Poole for a guy like Draymond? I want to know the take on this. What do you guys think?
I think the mess up happened way before that. I think it happened when they chose him over KD.
Who did they chose over KD?
You lost KD over Draymond, and it's the same thing that happened with Jordan Poole. Y'all let Draymond run wild and you never address it. Like, where's the suspension?
They feel like they need that though. They feel, for whatever reason, they feel like they need his personality and his mouth on that team for whatever reason.
But that's just white people not knowing how to handle black folks. You got to sit there because ain't no way when you sitting there, you have a certain front office. Like, we know certain front office where it's like Draymond, like you not running this.
But
so
wouldn't their normal? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's like you're not going to be able to be this demonstrative and still like not have any type of repercussion.
But
like,
wouldn't
there go ahead.
Sorry, but wouldn't there like their number one thing? I mean, when you say like, I agree with the statement, like white people do have a problem with being able to handle black folks when it comes to a lot of mouth and all that personality or whatever. But when the easiest thing to do would be to get rid of them?
Yes, but
well,
for one, I think a lot of this also comes in like you want to keep Steph happy. Steph doesn't have a problem with Draymond. And then on top of that, it's like, I think, because this is what I think. I think they were done with Draymond back in like 2015.
According to the stat sheet, they should have been.
Right. So you get like, I think they were tired of Draymond because people don't remember. Like, they were tired of Draymond. So here's what ended up happening. They were up 3-1 against Cleveland. And people forget, like, I'm telling you, they were tired of Draymond. Had they won that game 5, I think they would have gotten rid of Draymond back then. Had they not blew that game 5 when he got suspended. Because then it shows like, okay, we don't need Draymond to win. They didn't win that game. And then Draymond comes and he balls game 7. And it's like, okay, we kind of need Draymond. But I knew they were tired. That's why, like, when people go back in the history, how many times you heard Draymond say, Kerr don't like me. I know he don't rock with me. I know this and that. Like, he said that several times. So it's like, it's not like they really like Draymond in the organization. But you got players that like Draymond. And he's like, you keep that chemistry together. Like, all that stuff matters. But you keep choosing Draymond over like better players. So you had KD. Like, I'm not losing KD because of Draymond. That's just not happening. So like, yeah, y'all won another championship, but y'all could have been 2-3 more championships had you kept KD.
That team on that second championship, LeBron looked like, what I'm gonna do?
Right.
What can I really do? He looked at, hit that rhythm dribble 3, bow. It was like, yikes,
right.
My guy.
Because when you look at those teams with KD, Draymond is way less of a factor than he is when they don't have KD. So when they don't have KD, it's like he seems more important. because he's doing all the dirty work. Him and Steph got that crazy chemistry with their handoffs, the pick and rolls, and his talking on defense and all that other stuff. But when KD was there, you didn't feel like he had that much of an impact on the team.
Well, they feel like that chemistry works for them to the point where it's like, it doesn't, like, I agree with you. I don't think it makes sense to keep him, but for some reason, they feel like they need him. And I'm trying to understand what makes him indispensable to them.
Yeah, because he does. I mean, what makes him great, he's a great help communicator on defense. His IQ is super high. He's a willing passer. He sets screens. Like, he has great chemistry with Steph and Clay. So it's like, it's going to be hard to find somebody that's going to have it because they've been playing together forever. But there's no way I would have lost a super talent like Kevin Durant for him. And then it's like, now you're losing Jordan Poole. You're young star for him.
Do you think any of that CBA talk, because they said afterwards, like, of course, to make it sound better, they're like, well, we think, with the new CBA, we're going to pay him. And there's also the talk about outside of the CBA, I guess, what was it? Jordan Poole was inconsistent, and we didn't think he was going to be, a talent worth having long term. Like, there's been some rumors of that too, but you think that's just like them covering their ass, trying to give excuses as to why they got rid of him? Because ultimately, I think they did choose Draymond. They kind of chose him.
Right? How do you punch? Like, I don't care what it was over. You can't just punch your teammate and knock him out, and then it gets out to the world, and you don't do nothing about it. Like, now you got awkward energy the whole season. Like, this happened before the season started.
They had to let them boys get into they had to let them boys go in a lot, go in the training room, move all the furniture, lock the door, give it 30 minutes, man. They gotta rumble. I said it, they gotta rumble. It's no way you gotta let that happen.
They ain't had no team meeting. Like, they ain't had like nothing like the word like they did to. It's just like, Drake, like, I was apologizing, and he's doing stuff on Amazon with yoga instructors and shit. And it's like, dude, all that stuff don't, like, you just wilding, man.
He was wilding.
Like, I was like, then you're gonna bring up, then you're gonna say, like, with certain things you shouldn't say, blah 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 blah. Like, why did you say that back then? Like, all this happened
now, a whole nother season later.
Right, now he's gone. Now you want to bring it up. Then you talking about you apologize to his parents. His parents like, you ain't apologize to us. Where'd that come from?
Well, now he said it's on site with his dad. So
wait. Whoa, what happened with the parents? I didn't even know this part. He said he apologized to his parents?
Right. And then Jordan Poole's dad was basically like, that's cat. Like, you ain't apologize to us. Because, he was sitting there acting like, I was, he acting like it was Michael Jordan when Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr. And Mike called Steve Kerr like, man, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think it went down like that. Poole was probably like, y'all remember Juice when Pac was like rolling his eyes when he was giving GQ a handshake when they tried to squash it. I think Poole was just like that with Draymond. With Draymond, like, when they go to state, when y'all gonna like draw some type of line in the sand? Like, he can't be punking y'all like that. Like, he punks the whole organization.
You think they're being punked, or you think that they really?
If you haven't given him any type of punishment for any of these actions, what do you like? What?
They like his antics.
Why would I like you calling my best player a bitch?
Clearly, they do like it because they kept him with no punishment.
I think he makes a point. I think they're scared of that energy. Because KD not going to be the type to be like, him. KD has shown he's not going to be, it's him or me. KD going to be quiet, go on Twitter, and then leave in the night. He's not going to do that. Poole also, again, I like the dual Poole. He cool, but he top light skin energy. He was like, whatever. Because I don't care. And he probably acted right because he wanted to get his contract. The minute the contract was signed, I'm running up on him. We are fighting now. I don't want to lose my money. Now that I got my money, guaranteed contract, Make sure I would ask my lawyer and my agent if I go spark on that nigga right now. Tell me I'm good. You may get suspended a couple games, but you'll be good. Copy. I'm rocking Draymond shit on site because you ain't gonna just hit me when I ain't prepared, and then you gonna be good. Matter of fact, first game, if I'm his coach, first game with the Warriors, I'm telling Draymond, I'm telling Poole right now, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You better get suspended for this shit. Foul the shit out of Draymond. First play, pussy.
Right. Fine.
You
Right.
better,
I got like
you
right,
better
you
hit
gotta do
him
something. Because
you can't let that stand, man. That man hit
Right.
you with the force of everything, and you ain't even nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
And that,
And your
nothing
excuse is,
happened.
oh well, I don't just hit people.
That's when like you don't.
That's a weak.
And that's
excuse,
when you sit there and you
man.
see like this is the difference between people who understand the culture and people that don't understand the culture. We know like that. How many people, especially black folks, said this season's a wash. Like they not
over
because everybody knew.
Right, you're winning nothing.
Nothing. When nothing happened, everybody's like, yo, y'all not winning this year. Because everybody know this is going to be awkward energy the entire season. Like, I don't mess with this dude. You punch me and nothing happened. Nobody did nothing.
And that's where I'm like, I know Steph, I know you a pretty boy. Like, Clay, you a pretty boy. Y'all gotta know this. Y'all gotta know, unless we're saying we're punting this season, we gotta talk. Players only meeting. You gotta tell Dre that shit wasn't acceptable, bro. Like, don't you do that shit again? I'm gonna tell them to trade you. You gotta do something.
Right. Fights ain't new. Like they happen on teams, but they usually get addressed somehow. Like either the fight was building up.
Yeah, they didn't even talk about it. It was weird. It was just like kind of like
yeah, like if a fight
happened. They was more worried about who leaked the video. They were like,
they trying to go punish the guy that leaked the video. As opposed to talking to Draymond about him hitting a teammate full force in the face.
I found that so weird. I was just like, okay, I mean, leaks happen, but are we gonna address the elephant in the room?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like fights happen, but it's like usually the fights have some type of build up or whatever. But this wasn't like a fight like, yo, they squared up and fought. Like you just all up and hit the dude. And then it's like nobody addressed it. So now it's like this is a problem. This could be a problem the whole time. Like if I'm Jordan Poole, I'm like, yo, forget y'all, like, because that's how he played this year. He played pretty selfish.
Yeah, he definitely played terrible.
Like the reason why I think he's going because he started pissing Steph off. So I think they would have tried to keep him and make it work if he wasn't pissing Steph off. Because even Steph was like, yo, what are you doing, man? But it's still like.
But that's also Steph's fault. It's like, Steph, you're cool with Draymond because if Draymond laid a finger on you, he'd be gone. You're the highest. You're the highest paid dude in the league. You really are with like LeBron still to point. You're the face of the league. You are who is recognizable. You're on all of the different talk shows, award shows. You're everywhere. You got to know that you get treated differently than Jordan Poole going to
super different.
Right. If you got punched in your mouth, how would you play the rest of the year?
Somebody said, "Wait, go ahead."
Go ahead.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
Do you think that the fact that Draymond is dark skinned plays into
No.
Plays into what exactly?
Plays into him being so villainized across the league.
No.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Let's keep it real. Right? Let's keep it real. If you light, and this is this culture shit. If you're light skin, fair skin, like I am, you a pretty boy. You soft, you sweet, whatever. Like you get bitches, but like you can't fight. If you a dark skin dude, all you know is fighting. All that life I had to fight niggas. That's what you is. That's how you're gonna be looked at. If you a dark skin, like think about the best defenders in the league. Are all brown skin or dark skin brothers. Like just the thing of the thought of it, except maybe Marcus Smart. I mean, potentially. But
I think it played a part. It might play a part at Golden State. I don't think it plays a part overall. I mean, because they people hate Dylan Brooks. I
think defenders in general are villainized. True, especially if you go after beloved guys.
Definitely.
You go after a beloved guy. You can't go after LeBron because that's everybody's goal. So you mess with LeBron, I hate you. All right. How that shit is.
Right. Get mad
can't nobody oppose. The only person that opposed LeBron and survived was like Curry because he's so likable. It's hard not to like Steph. Like he's just what's not to like? Yeah. I mean, he's a good dude.
Like, yeah, like we like like looking at the film, I could tell all that stuff was coming because you see Stephen Clay was like, you know, so like Poole was probably saying some wild stuff, but
that's Poole. But that's the thing. It's funny. They embraced Draymond's game. You got to embrace. That's how Poole's always been. The story came out a couple of days ago about him talking trash to Dame, and like what's lost in that story is that game he was talking shit. They won. Guess what? Poole did his job. He got the Dame said they won the game. The next game they lost, which is fine.
When Dame dropped 50.
But I mean, but listen, he playing checkers, he's playing chess. But as far as that game that day, he won. And that's the thing. Like I mean, it's
then the next day, it's like
the next day, I mean, you piss off a nigga like Dame, he gonna come for you, which is fair. Which is fair.
Right. But here's the thing that irritates people about Poole. Like, you don't have to deal with like somebody like Dame. I do. So it's just like
that's where it's like he just step up and be like, all right, I'm gonna take on the challenge, not be like, hey Draymond, you got me, right? Nah, you got you. You go check that guy. I'm not checking him. That's your responsibility. If he stepped up and did that, I think he'd be like more. But again, like I can see why Poole isn't like, but you can't if you Steph, you can't let that happen. This is your team.
You gotta address.
You can't let this happen like this.
Yeah. But that's why I said Steph probably don't like Poole either. That's why he's gone.
You probably don't like
because if Steph wanted Poole, he'd still be there.
This is true. Because if he actually did like him, I can't imagine that they would have just let Draymond just like
listen. His reaction when he punched him in the face was like, "Oh, all right."
Well, they also didn't know that it was going to be leaked, so it's like.
No, but it's almost like he knew it was like Mike just said, like, you know, he knew it was coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
Like everybody knew, like, yo, he's been talking kind of right, like somebody's gonna punch him.
Well,
now he's over in Washington growing mutton chops. And, you know,
he looks so depressed. He looks so depressed.
If Draymond was my guy and I felt like he was in the wrong and he just punched somebody like that, I'm kind of letting it rock and I'm talking to Draymond later.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't think that happened. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like,
I think it may have happened. I don't think it's gonna matter how Poole feels. I don't give a fuck about you talking private. I care about you talking privately to Draymond at dinner one night. Like, I don't care about that.
His own team didn't stand by him, which is wild.
I got hit in front of everybody at practice. Had to have the trainers and coaches pick me up.
I need more than a private. Him up.
Yo, they had to help him up.
They did pick him up.
Yo, look at the video.
Draymond was trying to hold him up at first.
Yo, he hit him.
He rocked him.
That's how you knew Draymond hit him too hard because he hit him in the head. He had to catch him.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Oh, you wasn't ready, bro. Nah, man.
He didn't expect that. That was
Listen,
that's why it was a sucker shot because he didn't expect it.
His
super
feet left
sucker.
the ground on that punch.
Super sucker.
Draymond put the full force behind it.
Man, I would sue the Warriors. For a dangerous work environment. Y'all see what happened?
Workplace bullying. Literally workplace bullying.
Full force is on tape. I would sue them right now. Nah,
he should have stayed down on the ground and just like, I don't know.
He should have just got up and got a chair and he cracked him like he was wrestling.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
what
he should have.
Right.
Warriors is over. They're not winning more championships either.
He should have did the Dr. Dre in Training Day when he got punched. You did. Like, do something, even though you ain't gonna do it, but just say something.
Anything. But it's hard to say anything when you're not fully conscious. So it's hard to get up and just say.
Man,
that man was like, "Where am I?"
So embarrassing. So embarrassing.
And everybody just wanted to keep playing too. That's why it's like, hey.
No, that's what made it even worse.